and it says setting up and it has this progress bar, but I think we've already been broadcasting. So that's why I think you kind of need to be ready to go. It's going to jump, and then this is our link right here. And then I'm going to start hearing my own voice. Yeah, so you see this? And it says setting up, and it has this progress.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that. So now here's the chat over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put this in Facebook. And then you and I are going to, here, let me stop this. I'll stop the share because you and I are going to test this out. All right, so, oh, you know what? I'll put this in Cata Family so people will, like our people will see it.
Well, yeah, then maybe they can comment or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the baby, by the way.
Isaac and I are testing out YouTube Live for use with schools, virtual assemblies, rallies, etc.
Town hall.
Want to
at Brian Speed.
Town halls, etc.
We're about to at you, boy.
Come check it out here. And so live now. Okay, so I'm putting the YouTube link in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and post. And so now this is going out to everyone in the Cata fam.
Got a notification.
And awesome. So now we'll just see if anyone joins us. And so it's a little weird to see. So I can see myself on YouTube right now, because now what I want to do is I want to monitor the chat. There's about a 10-second delay.
Now I got the notification. I opened it. So if I'm just a Farah on my phone, shout out Farah. I just click open and it should take me directly on my mobile to.
It should, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have 2 people watching right now, and one of the things that I'll do is I'll put in the chat right now. I will say, "Hey friends, if you are watching now, please throw something into the chat so that we can test out the live chat capability."
Now, where's the chat feature there? If I open from my mobile, it should
be down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it should be right there. We now have 3 people watching. So, hey, if you are watching this live YouTube video right now between me and Isaac, going from Zoom onto YouTube Live, if you could please throw something in the chat, because I want to show. Isaac, are you able to open up the chat? Do you have the chat on your phone?
Not yet. I see. I opened
2 people watching right now.
So
there you go.
I don't see the chat feature though.
It's not down at the bottom.
I see your name. I see like, dislike, share. I see.
All right. Well, okay. So let me just show you. I've got
a chat. Brian might be on here. So can I send you a chat? I'm on YouTube.
Okay, so I'm on right now, and I am clicking. And so Isaac, on mine right now, look at my phone. See down at the bottom where you see the chat feature right there?
Yeah,
there's a chat right down there at the bottom. So I will comment right here. Hey, I'm throwing something in the chat. Oh, that was a little out of focus. Right now from my phone.
I don't see that feature on my mobile right now.
Are you, okay, let me ask you this. Are you doing this from your browser, or are you actually doing this in the YouTube app?
From my browser, I believe.
Okay, so that's why. So you need the YouTube app, I think, in order to be able to enable. So you either need to be on a computer or on the YouTube app on your phone in order to enable that full functionality. Do you have the YouTube app on your phone?
I do, I believe.
If you do, there should be a button right up at the top. Hey, there's Joe Hurtado. Hello, Joe Hurtado. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I'm now going to do a screen share, Isaac, because you need to see this.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be Inception. This will be like a picture within a picture. So Isaac, do you now see the Joe Hurtado comment right there? Am I sharing the correct screen?
Yes, I do see. Yeah, I do see George Hurtado.
Okay, there we go. So Isaac, watch this. So I'm clicking the 3 dots right here. And these are my options that I can, these are the things, the actions that I can take with Joe's comment or with Joe. So I can report him to YouTube. That wouldn't be very nice. I could remove his comment. Like I can keep him in the chat, but just delete that comment because that was inappropriate. I can put him in timeout, right? So just, I think this puts him in timeout for like 15 or 20 minutes so that if it's a kid who's like, it's a good kid, they're just being annoying in the chat, then you just put him in timeout. And then hide user on this channel means this user can never comment on any YouTube videos that you push out ever on this channel ever again until you take them off of the banned list. Or Joe Hurtado, if you're still with us, I'm about to add you as a moderator. And so now Joe, if you're still watching and listening, Joe, if you would please type something in the chat now, because you will see elevated status, Joe Hurtado. You should see your name highlighted in yellow like mine is. So let's see if Joe is still watching and listening, and if Joe will throw something in the chat. Isaac, have you opened this up? Oh, okay. So now I'm seeing Speed here, and Speed. So this is interesting because I see Speed's chat. Let me refresh, because I see Speed's chat here on my phone. Okay, there we go. So Speed, you're asking, so you have to be in the app from mobile only to participate in the chat. You can absolutely watch it. You can watch it just fine from, let me stop this screen share because this is getting, the Inception thing is getting a little annoying. So, so yeah, Speed, to answer your question, you don't need to be in the app to watch it. You can watch just fine from anywhere you can watch YouTube. But in order to participate in the chat feature, you have to actually be either on the mobile app or just on YouTube on your phone. Excuse me, YouTube on your computer. YouTube on your computer is fine. So I think Joe may have left. Speed, I'm going to try to elevate you to the status of moderator. And so Speed, you're now a moderator. So Speed, you now have all the powers that that I have, where you can do these same things. You can report, remove, timeout, hide user, or add other moderators as well. So if you were going to be doing this for a rally, for an assembly, for a town hall, for any kind of gathering that you're going to be doing, that you would definitely want to have multiple moderators. So you can add moderators on the fly, like as you are beginning, you can do exactly what I did, where I went to add moderator. The other thing you can do is you can add moderators in advance to your channel, which once you've added someone as a moderator one time, then they're always a moderator for your channel until you take them off. So there's a way you can go into your YouTube settings and add moderators. You can probably just Google search add moderators YouTube, and you can add them that way. Or you could just do it on the fly, just like we're doing right now. So from now on, forever and always, on my personal YouTube channel, Joe Hurtado and Brian Speed, you will be moderators until I remove you. So that's kind of a cool thing. If you have a school brand channel, then your admins, your class advisors, activity director, like anybody that you want to appoint as a moderator will have that power until you take it away from them.
Now, am I a moderator as well, since I was on this the beginning with you? Or
no, you're not a moderator because you still haven't put anything in the chat like I asked you to.
Well, here's the, hold on. I got the baby, by the way. Tell Heather I got the baby.
Oh, Heather, the baby's here.
I'm opening from the app now.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh my
I wonder why I don't see you anymore. Now I'm seeing like all the random stuff. I have to go back and open it again.
Did you click on the YouTube link?
Yeah.
Would you like me to text? Would you like me to send you the YouTube link again?
No, I got it.
Okay. And if it opens up in your browser, there should be a little box at the top that says open in app. There we go.
All right. Back and open it again.
Okay, so speed. So you see you have the wrench icon there. So I think yellow means I'm the owner of the YouTube channel, and then the wrench icon means that you are a moderator. So now, Isaac, now I can go ahead and I can add you as a moderator. And so, and there's Joe as a moderator. Everybody's a moderator. So, yes. So now everybody in the room. So Isaac, if you were to put another comment in, then Isaac, you too would come up with the wrench icon. So Carissa, hello, Carissa Stobing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a share screen, and I'll show this again to Carissa, so you can see this, Carissa. So what you do is, Carissa, you're gonna go ahead and when you hover over the people in your chat, then you see the 3 dots icon, and then this is how you do it here. You can, report to YouTube. You can delete an item from the chat. You can put this user in timeout. I think it's like a 15 or 20-minute timeout if they're just being annoying. You can hide the user permanently from your channel. It's like a permanent ban. They can watch your videos. They just can't chat in your videos. Or you can add as moderator there. And Carissa, I don't know if you were watching and listening earlier, but once you add your principal, your APs, your, anybody at your school that you trust, once you add them as moderators in one chat on one YouTube video, YouTube Live, they are forever and always moderators on your channel until you revoke that power. And for more information, you can just Google search add moderator YouTube, and you can add them in advance. And so there you go. Hi, Melissa Edsel.
Isaac, turn that cute baby around.
Worried I'm gonna. Well, it's funny the way she's put her hand on her head. Oh, she's hungry.
Are you pronouncing her name Camilla or Camila?
Camila. We should call her Mila.
Okay. And so Carissa then says, so they have to be actively on the channel while you are doing love.
Oh, baby.
So Carissa, a couple ways you can do it. Like I said, you can either do it on the fly, like you could set up a practice and just bring your admins and everybody in for the practice and add them as moderators that way. That actually might be easier, because if you do it the other way, you have to actually, when you add someone as a moderator on YouTube, you have to know their YouTube channel. So so it's actually almost easier to just do a practice run and just add them as moderators this way. Oh, live, yes. I think it's easier to do it this way. Carissa, just remember and remind your administrators that if they're moderating from home and if they're moderating from their personal Google account or from their spouse's Google account or whatever, they're not gonna have that moderator power. So they have to log in with their Google account, their like school district Google account, in order to have access to those powers. And so,
Don't cry. I know Ron's talking a lot. It's okay.
this is an instructional video. Oh my goodness. Oh, baby.
I don't think anybody else can see her, though. I think it's just us, and we're now doing an awing over baby that we're the only people who can see.
Well, so what I can do is in Zoom, I should be able to spotlight.
Oh, he's now taking her away.
Oh, I can't do, I guess I can't do spotlight video in
YouTube.
In YouTube. That's interesting. So I guess you have to be talking, and I was really doing all the talking. So what if I do gallery view? I wonder if I do gallery view, will gallery view switch it over so that I don't know. Gotcha. Trying to figure out what the heck we're doing for school all the day. Yeah. Well, aren't we all?
Is that in the YouTube chat?
Yeah. So Carissa is just saying, like, we're trying to figure out. Oh, another question. You're on Zoom and yes. So Carissa, what I'm doing is I'm using, when we did Catacamp, we were using the Zoom webinar function, which, the bigger, if you get a Zoom, we had to get a Zoom 3000 account for Catacamp for the webinar feature, which costs almost $1,000 a month to have that webinar feature. That's for webinar 3000. If you have a school larger than 3000, you're going to have an audience bigger than 3000. then you would need to go even bigger and spend even more money. But with Zoom broadcasting live to YouTube, then the cool thing about this, oh, and sorry, just really quickly, when I switch to speaker view, now you can see both of us side by side. So clearly when because I am the one broadcasting out on YouTube, I can control. Right now we have it on, gallery view, where you can see me and Isaac simultaneously. If I click on speaker view, then it should just switch back just to me, so that I am the only one that you see. Again, just trying to figure all this out, because I've never done this before. Okay, so I'll switch back to gallery view now, so you can see both me and, I haven't quite fully figured this out yet.
Well, and that was gonna be our question, because Speed and I, if his internet gets fixed, we're going to have a spotlight, have our 3 principals on at once for a district.
Yeah, so I think the way it works, if Ron mutes Isaac and Isaac talks, will that spotlight Isaac? Yeah, so I will shut up right now and then just let Isaac talk, and then you should, if I switch to speaker view, you should just see Isaac. All right. Isaac, start talking.
We'll start talking about random stuff. The Cardinals getting COVID again, and Dodgers are winning, or were winning 2-0 in the 8th versus the Padres. Baby's eating right now. She'll probably eat for another 12 minutes and then go to sleep for a couple hours and wake up bright and early at 1 in the morning. Watching Yellowstone. Thank you for those of you that recommended that series. Pretty good. Brian, hope your internet's working well. Miss you.
Okay, and so now I switch back to gallery view. So Carissa, another thing that we've learned is whoever is the sort of the tech director, I would recommend that person be someone who can just focus their brain just on, we're doing this, we're actually doing this same thing right now in my my video production class when we do the morning announcements. That person should not be a person talking. They should just be a person who is the one, with the, behind the scenes, just switching it between speaker view and gallery view, so that you have a little bit of variety. So right now, switching back and forth, right now we just have the gallery view, so you can see both me and Isaac. But if I switch back to speaker view, then you should just be able to see me. Go Dodgers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Carissa now says, since this is now my private tutorial, do you have any experience with Google breakout rooms? I don't, because I've been using Zoom pretty exclusively. I know that I've heard that there is a Chrome extension that you can use for Google Meet breakout rooms, but I haven't tried it. Eventually, Google will have that, they say, coming soon. I think Google Meet breakout rooms, like formally through Google, aren't going to happen until next month. That's what I've heard, is they're going to be rolling out. When I read the Google blog, that's the latest. People
were testing it out today on a small scale. But everyone was still saying they prefer the Zoom. Aaron had a unique scenario. We are a Google school too, like Carissa. We haven't had that issue. I don't know if we just have bigger bandwidth, or I don't know. Ours is bigger, Aaron, but I don't know. We haven't had that issue, fortunately. Knock on wood, we haven't had a big issue with everyone on the phone.
And I will tell you, I have multiple kids, like my history students, who are on Chromebooks, and they were. We did breakout rooms yesterday and today in my history class, and it worked out fine. So I honestly don't. I can't tell you. I know that Erin had that trouble with her Chromebooks, but I don't know. I'm honestly not sure if that was, like, if that's the cause, if it's the Chromebooks or if it's something else. Because I know that she was saying it was freezing. I'm not quite sure yet.
Yeah, we, Carissa too, we're doing Link Crew, I think Tuesday, with breakout rooms for like 300 kids. So that's another question actually I had for Ron, and I don't know if any of you guys, can we preload, you know how you can pre-populate the breakout rooms, pre-assign the breakout rooms, if it was like 20 of us or so, or even, I don't know, Catacamp. But Ron, if I have the list of 300 kids for Link Crew, can I pre-assign them easier rather than manually typing in each one? Is there a way I take that, export that Excel list?
You can only, from what I understand, you can only pre-assign to breakout rooms if students have a Zoom account and you use the email address from that Zoom account. So yeah, Carissa, I'm on this article right now, and it says users joined using Chromebooks, Chrome OS, or Zoom, are unable to join breakout rooms, which is crazy because I know I have kids who have been getting on. That's so weird.
I'll do it tomorrow. I have a meeting with my ASB tomorrow, and they have Chromebooks assigned, and we use breakout rooms for the last few months. So I'll have to try that out because we haven't had issues either, and they have Chromebooks.
Yeah, that's so strange. I don't know if it's, so I wonder if that problem was solved with the, let me go back here. There's a thing in, so I wonder if that problem is solved if you have the Zoom Chrome extension. Let me check with Heather. Hey, Heather, you've been Zooming a lot on your Chromebook. Have you been able to join a breakout room on your Chromebook?
I haven't had that opportunity on my Chromebook. Every time I've done a breakout room, I've been on a different computer.
Okay.
I'm on my Chromebook now. If you want to try and invite me to a breakout room.
Well, I'm going to invite you right now. Can you join? Can you join a room? And it's my cell phone number with no password. That's my Zoom code that I'm currently broadcasting all over YouTube.
Ron, you're able to see how many participants, right, on your end, or both?
Are you talking about on YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube.
Yeah, it says 7 watching now.
Okay, so that's visible that's the same number that's visible to us, and like Heather watching now, she can see, or Carissa can see there's 7.
There are 7, yeah. Okay, so Heather is now in, and Heather, you are confirming you're on your Chromebook, right? Okay, so I'm going to click breakout rooms, and Heather, confirming you have the Zoom. Is it called Zoom extension or a Zoom app, or what is it called on your Chromebook?
It's an extension, I think.
Yeah, so it's the Zoom Chrome extension.
It hasn't worked well, but we'll try it.
Yeah, so Heather has a Chromebook right in front of her right now, and so I'm going to create the breakout rooms, and I'm going to open up those rooms, and so Isaac and Heather are going to join that breakout room. I don't think you're going to see it because I think we can only broadcast the main room, but they're going to go. What's that? Okay, so Heather is now in the breakout room, and I think Isaac has joined her in the breakout room. So we're going to find out in just a moment. I think Heather is currently in the breakout room right now. So she is proof that you can be in a breakout room on a Chromebook. But the only thing I don't know is, why does it work for her Chromebook and not for others? Is it because they haven't installed the Chrome extension? Or is it because she has a newer Chromebook because it's not a school district issued Chromebook? I don't know. But all I know is kids, my students are jumping into breakout rooms from their homes on their Chromebooks and are doing just fine. So Carissa, I don't have a better answer for you. But I do know that Erin was having that frustrating experience with her thing at Dinuba, her link crew thing. So maybe the safest thing to do to tell kids for link crew is, if you're on a Chromebook and breakout rooms aren't working, you can either stay in the main room. That's one option. Or you have a couple of other Zoom, like full Zoom rooms set aside as alternate sites that like teachers and link crew leaders are waiting in, just in case as the Chromebook backup. Yeah, it is weird. Hey, Heather and Isaac, welcome back. How was your breakout room experience?
That's good.
Okay, so Isaac, since I still have lesson planning to do for my class tomorrow, is there anything else you want to test out? Because this has been, I feel like, a pretty successful test. We didn't fully solve the whole Chromebook breakout room problem, but do you feel comfortable with this, with understanding? Hey, okay, so I know this is going to sound weird, but Melissa Edsel, are you still there, Melissa? I want to see if Melissa is still on. This is a little, I think we're on like a 10-second delay. So
Yeah, Ron, I do have a couple questions, but one of them is I think for everybody because Speed and I were looking at like buying the webinar, like kind of like Catacamp, you know, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Steph told me about the pro rating and everything. Could this be the workaround that we use for school-wide events?
I definitely think that it could be a viable workaround, and you just need to have someone monitoring this chat, and anyone who gets out of line, you know, they're going to get permanently banned from the chat, or you could permanently ban them. But the thing is, they can still watch, they just can't chat. So you know, it's just like with anything else with kids in school, you got to decide, you give them a second chance or not a second chance. It just depends. Melissa, if you're still on, Melissa Edsel, really quickly, will you, I know this is a funny request, but will you try to curse? Will you try to say some naughty word and see what happens? Let's see if I have the filters turned on.
I'm glad
I know I have them turned on my school account, and I know I have them turned on my teacher account, but I don't know if I have them turned on here. We're going to find out soon enough. If we see a naughty word successfully slip through, then we know that I did not install the filters on this account yet.
I like how you successfully slipped through. Nice.
Heather, thank you for helping us out, by the way. I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Heather. I will personally send her a unblurred baby picture soon.
Okay. Did you hear that, Heather?
Ron,
You will personally get an unblurred baby picture. Oh, okay. So here's the funny thing is this message is held for review. So this is so cool. I love this. I've never actually tested this feature before. So if you can see now, well, okay. So Isaac said the word penis, but Isaac is also a moderator.
Oh, that's true.
So now what I do with Isaac is I remove his moderator status. He got denied. So, but you see, so if you, this is so much fun. Okay, so what I can do is you can see that. I'll close those breakout rooms. So you can see here they're being held for review. So I can hide, and of course I'm going to hide these. I'm going to hide. I can hide that. So message automatically held for review, hidden, view the deleted message. I can hide that, and I can hide that. And I believe, so I think the reason why Isaac got through was, yeah, so you can see it, but nobody else can because so moderators can say whatever they want, right? And I will delete that penis comment. Oh, that's so funny. I can't delete this because he said it as a moderator. Whereas I could delete, so I could delete this message that Melissa said, but because I gave Isaac all that power, penis is going to stay on our chat.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Sorry,
I don't know. Try to report it and see what happens. So anyway, okay, well, we tested out chat moderation. We've tested out broadcasting. I can switch back to speaker view so you can just see my face now. And then I can switch back to gallery view so you can see the two of us. What was your question, Isaac?
Oh, we don't know the timeout limit, or we do know that how much, like, you know, if you're putting on timeout.
It's either 15 or 20 minutes. It's one of those two. And if you just do a Google search for YouTube chat timeout, it'll tell you what the time is. It's one of the, I'm pretty sure it's one of those two.
Okay. So then for everybody here too that is actually watching or paying attention to Carissa, I would not broadcast a Zoom link or anything. I would just essentially broadcast my channel one, right? So everyone knows, go to the channel.
Yes, you want to send that traffic to your YouTube channel. Yes.
And two, once we are live and record on YouTube, you can actually copy the specific link, right? And you push, that's how you push to Facebook.
Once you go live, then yes. Yes, absolutely.
Now, and then what was the workaround? Did we need a workaround, or it was just a gallery view? So like for Speed and I, they're gonna have our three principals doing a district town hall.
Yeah. So what you're going to want to do in that particular case. Oh, nice. Okay. So 300 seconds. Oh, that's so funny.
I just had Honda go on too. I told Honda to jump in and see what he sees on his end.
Okay. And then awesome.
Shout out Jay Duke, best activities assistant.
Okay. So 300 seconds is only 5 minutes. So I was wrong. I thought it was longer. So Isaac, you're put in timeout for 5 minutes. And then if you continue to not learn your lesson and you put inappropriate content in the chat, then we can silence you completely. And we can always, take you out of, let's see here if I can look up my banned. I do have some banned users. Block a commenter. Comments. And this is in YouTube Studio. Oh no. It's chat. Anyway, I don't want to get in the weeds right now, but there is on your YouTube channel, there is a way, I just forget how to get to it exactly, but there is a way that like I can see on my YouTube channel, I can see the list of people that I blocked because I blocked a few of them. And you can also put in the list of blocked words. So if you're just joining us late or later, when Isaac and I were first having this conversation, the other thing you want to do with your YouTube channel is you want to make sure to copy and paste. There is a list of copy and paste YouTube blocked words. So there's like a database, blacklist words. Yes. So it's called the blacklist words list YouTube. And yes. Okay, I do want to share this with you.
Hey, really quick, when I'm on timeout, did my comment come through?
Are you in the chat? Are you trying to put something in the chat?
I did like a minute ago, but I don't know if I'm on timeout.
Well, let's see. No, it did not go through.
So you can't even see it on your end?
No. Well, because you're still in timeout.
Yeah.
You earned it. Let me do a screen share. Okay, so Carissa, Melissa, whoever's watching. So what I did was I did a Google search for blacklist words list YouTube. So I click here, and this has been so helpful. So what you do, and it even has all the instructions. So go to community settings, and you would paste. You're going to copy and paste all your blacklist words. And so it even has it should, there we go. It's just a text file. And I don't even want to dare show you this text file. It is like, it's some pretty bad stuff. So, but what I will do instead to be helpful is I will throw this into the chat. And I'm not sure who Gender Duque is, but hello to Gender.
That's Honda. That's my boy.
Wait, who is that?
Honda from Madeira, my boy, man.
Oh, right on. Okay, well, you said Yonder?
Honda, it's spelled
Honda.
like Yander, but it's Honda.
Honda. Well, hello, Honda.
He was asking, and I was asking, but I'm on timeout. We want a Spanish translation, Zoom or I think it's Zoom, right? That there's like a caption or translation feature, I believe.
Well, I think so. That would be at an additional fee. I don't think it does it automatically. I don't think. I could be wrong though. You could do a Google search for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that I'm not sure.
Well, we'll pay for it, but I didn't know if anyone knows that answer because they wanted to do a Spanish town hall as well, but then someone said, well, there's like a.
Okay, so here's what I can tell you. So in Zoom, because Heather has done this feature with PTA, in Zoom, there is a feature in the Zoom webinar where you can have a live translator. You can invite a live translator, and they have their headphones in and they are listening, and then through their microphone, they are doing the translation. And so when they are the designated like Spanish translation, for example, then down at the bottom, there will be like a languages or translation button or something, interpretation button down at the bottom. And then they can click on that and they can switch over to whichever languages you have going. So that's a feature in Zoom Webinar. It doesn't, okay, so that feature, it doesn't cost you any extra in Zoom, but that feature would require you to have a designated translator, and then you would need to pay for the webinar feature.
But you could still tap in through YouTube Live with it.
So, yeah, and there's got to be a way, well, no, because that's a webinar feature. How could you do that? I feel like if I were smart enough, I could think about a way to do this kind of feature, but I'm not sure. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. That's something you'd have to look up, because I'm not quite sure on that. Could you broadcast? Could you broadcast on 2 separate channels? Yeah, that I don't know. The other option, of course, is you could in the chat, or you could set up a webinar, which I think you could also push out on YouTube, and just invite all your Spanish speakers to the webinar and then have them turn on the translation feature. That could be a thing, maybe. If you could push a webinar out on, because how many Spanish speakers would you anticipate having? How many people would require translation?
It's tough to tell because Madera South is 3,000 students, and they have a bigger Spanish-speaking population than us.
What if?
Hunter, it's a question for you, Hunter. What's the number?
Okay, hold on. So what if we did? Could we do? I wonder if you could do live. So what may need to happen is, because we're pushing this out on YouTube, you might be able to provide Spanish subtitles after the fact on YouTube. Maybe. That's the best thing that I can think of right now. But I don't know if you could do, I don't know. I don't have enough experience. And I like Carissa's comment. Yes, absolutely. I second that, Carissa.
Now, we the users, we can see the number of people in this YouTube or Zoom, but we can't see actually who's in it, right? Unless they're chatting.
Unless you say, hey, go ahead and put a shout out in the chat, and then you can see everybody, but otherwise you can't. Yeah, so Joe, you're right. YouTube does have a captioning feature. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I just don't know enough about that yet. Okay. So Isaac, once again, I still have lesson planning to do for tomorrow. So is there anything else?
I think you've done us well, President-elect.
All righty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. If nobody else has any questions, Melissa, Carissa, Joe, Hunter, anybody else? Then I think, okay, so if I close, so I'm going to close my YouTube app here. I'm shutting down. I wonder if that drops us down to 6 watching.
And will that let us, can we reference this video like tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, this video will save and still be available. Naughty words and all. But it was naughty words for an educational cause. So, and Carissa says maybe do a Kata webinar. Maybe we should, or maybe we've already done it, Carissa.
This is our workaround. We don't want to get out. Then maybe YouTube will try to. We'll try to get you a raise, Hunter. Throw that in
there. Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this up now. And thanks for everybody. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Carissa. Thanks, Joe. Hunter, thanks for jumping on. Heather in the next room over, thank you. And Isaac, if you have think of any other questions tomorrow. I'll be teaching from 8 a.m. to 12:10. But after that, I'm good.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for your help, Ron.
All right, take care. Have a good evening.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.